There they go, back in stadiums and shady streets grow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go, so ballistic roll. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should speak this slow.
KO, senior, number 50. Logan Fuller, senior, number 30.
Jen Jones, senior, number 32.
Jonathan Howard, senior, number 24.
Owen Basie, senior, number 12.
Senior, number 40. Jackson
Tay Perrin, junior, number 2. Cam Allen, junior, number 14.
Curtis Warren, junior, number 52.
Noah Moberg, junior, number 34.
Hudson Hydrogen, sophomore.
All right, here we go. We're here for round 2 of the Hawks versus the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Here, Pat O'Brien here at Ryan Williamson, standing in our good friend and colleague Brad Bailiff out there, snowbirding out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So
Absolutely.
he asked for it and he got it. So there you go. So we're gonna. We just got done watching the girls' game. Good, hard-fought battle right in through there. As we start to look at this boys' game right here, Ryan, what's a couple things that you kind of looked at when you were looking at these two teams?
And I think you've already said it before. Statistically, they mirror each other in a lot of different ways. I think what's going to be the difference maker is who's going to win the paint, who's going to score those points back down in the paint, who's going to get those rebounds and those putbacks to get those second opportunities. I think that's going to be the biggest difference maker because they're both going to be able to shoot. You know, they're going to knock down some threes there, but those big bodies banging down low, I think that's probably going to be where the difference is.
I like that for sure. You start looking at points scored and things like that. Carson Johnson, 26 points a game. Leo Aguirre, 14 points a game. You look at total points scored, 277 for Carson, 157 for Leo. And you look at that, basically, that is both of those are higher than our top. So their third leading scorer has as many points scored on the year as Jackson Green. So these guys like to get out. Everybody on DCG, they know Jackson Green's our gunner right now. He's our guy. He's out there 16 points a game. Jonathan Howard, 16 points a game as well, right in through there. They got two guys that are over the top of that right there. Now, Ankeny does have 2 more games played on the season. But as we kind of look at this, if we start looking at what's going to happen, if I'm Ankeny, I'm looking at they better have an answer for the strength of Cahill. Yep. They better have an answer for the length of Fuller. Yep. So as we kind of look at what's going on right here, we're going to go ahead and set it down low down there for this starting lineups.
Thank you to our DCG company for the work tonight. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To all of our guests tonight and to our home fans here supporting DCG, welcome to Meadows Gym, the stadium here at DCG High School, we'll take stadium between the Ankeny Hawks and our DCG Mustangs. Before we get to some of those details, just a reminder about the Flying Ducks. We haven't talked about time to go for how you Oscar Pro into a bucket and for the chance to win some prizes. So check it. Ladies and gentlemen of DCG and Ankeny, we enjoy many great traditions. One of those traditions involves great sportsmanship. The Iowa High School Athletic Association, Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and the LHC promote good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the venue. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game and remember. In other words, be nice to each other. The reminder to all spectators that the first row bleachers is to remain clear for the safety of the players and officials. Thank you for your cooperation. It's been really cold out there. It still is. You know what's warmer in here? Let's keep a cool head tonight and keep good with these three people out here. There are officials tonight. They're doing the best they can to help us host this game. Their names are Jeff Junker, Ben Mars, and Kerry Walker. Please put up for our officials. Now let's meet our guests, the Hawks. Starting at guard, 6'4" senior, number 5, at guard, 6'4" senior, number 11, Carson Johnson. At guard, 6'3" senior, number 21, Leo Aguirre. At guard, 6'1" junior, number 25, Anderson. At guard, 6'1" sophomore, number 35, Leo Aguirre. Rocks are coached by Stephen Conway, Jimmy Montgomery, Brandon Johnson, our coach, Luke Parkinson, and head coach is Brad Carlson. And now, let's meet the starting lineup crowd. Nelson Ryan's Mustang. At guard, the 5'10" junior, number 2, Tate Perryman. At guard, 6'3" senior, number 4, Jackson Green. At forward, 6'2" senior, number 24, Jonathan Howard. At guard, 6'3" senior, number 32, James Jones. And at center, 6'5" senior, number 50, Hayes Cahill. Assistant coaches for the Mustangs are Derek Nash, and a tool for Edward Slade, and coach for the Mustangs is Joel Reagan.
Statistically, you look game for game, average, a lot of the rebounding is the same. There's like 0.4 steals per game difference and a lot of different things. So not a lot of difference when it gets right in there in the nitty gritty. But this one's going to be who puts out the energy and the effort and the things like that. And that run, who gets on that one run that just is insurmountable for the others. So we'll kind of see. Boy, the Hawks, man, these are some big boys down here too.
What is in the water out in Ankeny?
I like it though.
Boys, they look good.
Yeah, I like those uniforms.
I'm excited about this game. I think it's going to be fun to watch. I think it's going to be fun to call the game.
Right on, absolutely. Hawkettes get that right out of the gate right there. Starting lineups. We'll get into there. Nice job. Strength 21. He's going to be a beast. Leo Aguirre. He's going to be a beast down low for sure. Big time score. Just like that. It's back and forth already.
Good job by Jackson hustling down the court, recognizing on that outlet there. So good job there.
That's it. Back and forth. You kind of see everybody's kind of doing their own thing, letting the game come to them, and then everybody gets settled in right there. Looking for the back cut. Straight up man on both sides. Yep. As it should be. 12 seconds remain on the shot clock. So screen. I tell you what, this is a continuation of the first game. If there's anything moving, you're in trouble.
Yep. Yeah.
32. Jackson Jones. Jaden. Sorry, I did it again.
They stole each other's faces, so I
know.
think we're all right there.
Ooh. Yeah. So quick timeout right there by DCG. I mean, it's you come in there, you hit a couple threes, and right now they're batting 1,000 right now on their possessions. We got to figure out something defensively right through here. So you kind of let that. We've given a little bit of space on that 3-point line. They're not even contested shots right now.
Yep.
Obviously, if they miss them, you keep on going the way you're going. But if they start putting a couple, 3 of them down, it's like, all right, we got to change now.
Yep.
Good time to make that change.
No, yeah, I think that was a great call, a great timeout call by Coach Rankin, recognizing that we needed to stop that and put a little freeze on their shooters there and kind of re-gauge how they're doing, how they're playing defense. So
that was probably more of a defensive timeout than it was an offensive timeout. So as you kind of go through here, it's like, all right, this is what we're going to do offensively. But just so you know, defensively, this is where we need to put our effort right now.
Yep.
The quick ball movement keeps the defense off, and that's one the shooter can hit that one right there. Tate Perrin, you can go ahead and hit that shot. Oh, running.
Jackson Green.
I'll tell you, when you have shooters, you always have a chance. That's 24 feet right there. That's NBA range.
And it opens up so much of the court when you got someone that can pull it from 24 feet out. That's great.
Now, that's 3 3-pointers right there. That's not unusual. These guys shoot threes like there's no tomorrow,
Yep.
and they shoot them for high percentage as well. So, I mean, this isn't luck by Ankeny by any means. Yeah, that was definitely a white ball. That was off of number 11 right there, Carson Johnson. Boy, huge battle down there with number 21, Leo Aguirre. Sorry about that.
And just like we said, there's going to be some physicality up underneath the basket.
Oh, yeah. So
Whoever wins that battle.
I just hope that it's none of that ticky-tack stuff.
Let them play.
Let the men be men.
Let them play. Let them play. 100%. Let them play.
This has got to get a stop. We have not got a stop yet. Got up there at the top. Second chance point. There you go.
Good rebound by Cahill.
It's going to be important to get Cahill involved in the offense to some degree. So he can get down low.
Very early
get him in there. Maybe even get a foul on it there. There you go.
And one. Oh. We want to get him involved in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you right now, if you can get Leo Aguirre in foul trouble, I would go right back at him again just to see what happens.
Yep.
Cahill at the line misses the first. He's a 60% free throw shooter on the year, so statistically, this one will be good.
And the numbers.
The numbers don't lie.
Absolutely.
I like the defensive pressure out on that three-point line right there. Nice job of not getting up in there. Nice job, Jay Howard.
Nice job.
Man, he underneath the hoop in there and gets the foul right there in the basket. Nice job. Great athleticism right there.
And patience. He could have went in and went straight up there. He got down. He stayed, kept his feet on the ground, kept his feet up underneath him. Great patience. Great three-point play.
And you put him on the line, he's money. He's an 80% guy. So, I mean, that's who you want on the line all day. Well, none of that weak stuff out on 30 feet from the basket. Oh, creating a little space with the elbow right there. Oh, there we go. We saw that a couple times. Here comes the dunk time. Nope, didn't get it. I thought we were going to go up for the alley-oop.
For it.
And that's where DCG is dangerous because we got those shooters right there. Jay Howard takes it in out there to the three-point line, wasn't able to knock it down. Good defense. Things have settled down now. Now we got ourselves a game.
Great defensive stand. Great defensive block by Cahill.
Let's tell you, we have done a lot of good things right now. Now we got some length coming in. Fuller about ready to check in on the free throw. Tate Barron, 72% on the year in the line. Very efficient right there. So Jones goes out. Fuller comes in to see what that length can do. Right now, Fuller probably one of the bigger kids out on the floor right now. So see what that length can do for us defensively. It's Lane. Thought that one was going to be a little bit short right there. Three minutes remain, 3-point game.
Great shot.
Yeah, Tate Barron, man. I mean, he's just all over that right there. He's a 32% free three-point shooter, so I mean, he can shoot that. And if he's open, man, he needs to.
But I think that shot was all set up by the ball movement. You know,
Yeah.
You move the ball, you move bodies. So it opens up that shot there.
So now it's raining threes for DCG right here. I mean, these are all McDivitt's three-point shots that I've been missing again. Sorry, McDivitt's. You start getting into these games, and there's threes all over the place. That's like 3 or 4 of them we've had now. And again, for us, that's not – here comes – Ned. He's going to try it. There we go.
Got it up.
There's it. The slam. Heck yeah, you knew it was coming. That's that charge / shaper body, auto body slam dunk cam right there. So that one will be on TV. So he'll be able to watch that as the fellas over here at MediaCom are actually at this game right here. We started slow and something like, Ryan, we started slow. We got a lot of things going now. So right now it looks like we're cooking with gas.
Yep. And it looks good. I think their ball movement is going very well. It's keeping Ankeny from stopping their feet. You move the ball, like I said just a few minutes ago, you move the ball, you move bodies. It gives you opportunities to get the ball to the bucket, kick out. We had some great three-point opportunities there. So keep moving the ball. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, we've got 3 guys with 3-point shots. So It's not like we got one guy that's hot. We got multiple guys, multiple players out there. We're looking at scoring at this rate 100 points in this game. It's not going to last, but at the same time, it's nice when they fall.
It's fun to watch.
It is. It just makes the game seem so much cleaner when you've got shooters that can shoot like that.
Nice little pull up there. Didn't hit the bottom of the net.
Yeah, it just seems like a game right here that's, geez. There you go. We'll take it. And I think they gave them that one. Is that for 21? No, I got lucky there. I mean, there's lucky somebody else was there.
Yeah, I thought Leo would have picked up his second one.
Yeah, Aguirre could have picked up that second foul, which would have been critical right there. Again, Jonathan Howard out there on the line, 80% free throw shooter on the year. Just kills it at the line. Just unbelievable free throw shooter and shooter in general.
Yep.
This is, I think, when you start looking at form and you start looking at all the ways and who you want to mimic. If you're a younger player, you go look at tape on Jonathan Howard, and that's what you want to shoot like right there.
What impresses me most about him is his movement away from the ball. I think that's where he gets a lot of those opportunities to get up underneath the basket. He doesn't stop moving.
Well, you set yourself up for those shots. They just don't come to you. You set yourself up, your feet are ready, your mind is ready, and you got to be able to pull the trigger. And he's definitely done a nice job.
Yep.
Yeah, Rio right there with a nice take, but they got like 3 different shots on that. Oh. So I wonder how that happened. Oh, he just pointed the wrong way.
The wrong way. Yeah, okay. I was a little shaken by that.
But yeah, he wasn't fooling
his
Mr.
partner.
Aguirre. He's like, no, that's my ball, buddy. Yeah, Leo says that's my ball right there. I know what you meant. He's like, yeah, that's right. That's right. So a couple important possessions right here. You get a stop, you can hold for 1. There's the length right there, but he throws it right back. The effort right there is great. The execution just didn't work right there. That's one of the things they kind of teach you sometimes, but it's hard not to do. Don't throw it underneath the other person's basket. Well, it's really hard to do when I just got the block and I want to save it and make a play. It's a nice job, Fuller, on that basket right there. So 35 seconds. So
no shot.
That, I think,
offensive foul.
That's his second one. That's a huge foul right there.
I didn't catch it, but
I think it was a moving screen.
Sure.
But, I mean, he's just so big and strong that all he has to do is move, and bodies are going to move, right?
Absolutely.
So now this obviously will be one shot for the Mustangs right here. But if you can get something, he's going to get himself a 5-second call. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Mock out there. All right. You got 8 seconds left. Plenty of time. There you go. And that's all set up because Aguirre, yeah, Leo couldn't defend that right there because he already has 2 fouls.
Yep.
And he had to back down a little bit, so he couldn't aggressively go after that ball right there, that rebound. Yep. So nice job for the big guy, Calix Cahill, getting in there and getting after that right there. Great first half. We're off on the 100-point deal. We're only on the 98 right now. So, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of one of those games. It's got to settle back down, and this game probably will be in the 60s or something like that. Defense will probably start to take over. Things will tighten up a little bit, and then it'll become a possession game. Yep. But as we look at it, though, you start comparing this game to the girls' game that we just saw, and when the shots fall, it just makes everything great, right? But sometimes it just doesn't work. Right now for the Mustangs and the Hawks, things are falling right now. So both teams, there's just been a couple more gone for the Mustangs.
For the Mustangs, yep.
So Midwest Heritage is proud to support DCG and the Grimes community. Just as players navigate the twists and turns on the court, allow Midwest Heritage to guide you through the complexities of life, ensuring you have the support you need to score your financial goals with their banking, investments, and insurance services. Visit them at their Grimes location or at MidwestHeritage.com.
So what adjustments do you think both coaches are saying, at the end of that first quarter? Or do you just...
There's a lot of adjustments for the Mustangs right now because they're able to get shots. That's really what it comes down to. See if you got to continue to put pressure on defensively. There's been a lot of things went DCG's way in that first quarter. Offensive rebounds. They missed a few shots, Ankeny did, and they were able to get those rebounds. So not a lot of improvement opportunities. Can you maintain it? That's the question. Can you keep it up?
Yep.
And the answer to that is yes.
Nice little back cut.
Rankin's teams are so good at timeouts and in between halves and things like that, at getting that one play set up. They talk about that all the time. That's what length does for you right there. Jackson just better and longer. Dane Mock giving some great time.
Who did they call that one on?
11.
Number 11. Okay.
It's his second foul. Carson Johnson, that's huge. He's guard. He's smart enough. So from that standpoint, it's not a big deal. But you definitely don't want to get a third picked up in this first half. And just like that, goes right by everybody.
Very explosive play.
Yeah, and
Very explosive.
again, that's what happens because you got to come out and guard him on the three. He'll shoot the three. You go out there and guard. He goes right by you. So that's just the thing that happens. Mock gave some great minutes in there. Give Cahill a rest right in through there. Very strong, obviously. He's definitely one that can match up with Leo when it gets from that standpoint for sure. Boy, that was right on the nose. Jones with the great drive right there. That's one of the great, when you get that low, you get that ball, you drive that ball down in the corner right in through there and bring somebody from that backside. That is just great basketball.
And great eyes to see him cut into the basket.
Well, it is. And you got to know that they're coming, right? And you got to trust that they're going to make the decision. They're going to continue with it.
Yep.
And things. Yeah, absolutely. Great job by Jaden Jones right there. Eight-point lead, 28, DCG, Ankeny 20. There's a shot right there. Great movement right there. That's a McDivitt's three-pointer right there. That's the hat trick for Tate Perrin right there.
But kudos to the Mustangs in just passing up a good shot for a great shot.
Yeah,
great
absolutely. Unselfishness.
Absolutely.
One of those must have been a two that he hit. I thought he had that was his third three-pointer. They only have him listed as 8 up there. Jesus, I'll tell you what, Jackson Green is so good. He is. Good Lord. I mean, he's smooth. Just Simpson just committed to Simpson, I think, here in the last week or so. I'll tell you what, he's a program builder right there.
His decision to accelerate to the basket.
He's just there's just been so many times where Jackson Green has been the best player on the court. On not just DCG, but on the court on that particular day. And that's saying something with the type of teams that the Mustangs have been able to play. Great job out of him. And that is not an easy left hand, full tilt, athleticism just is unbelievable. Nice job.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it comes with a lot of work, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't just – I mean, everybody, God, I wish I could play like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's him or Calix or any of these kids that are out there right now having success. Well, the only way you can have success is working in the offseason and putting the time in, and not just putting the time in, putting effective time in.
Yes.
And then you go look at the DCG strength and performance stuff that's
Center.
going on right now. Oh my God! I'll tell you right now, the Mustang athletics programs are here to stay. That's better than a lot of colleges that they have, and that's what's going on in high schools. If you don't have that, and the coaching staff, the strength and conditioning coaches, you fall behind athletically in these things, and this means a lot to communities. It means a lot to the parents and the kids and things like that as well.
And having access to those types of facilities is great, but it's also the buy-in of these young athletes to want to utilize a facility that manner. Because just like you said, there are some colleges that do not have a performance center like that. So
that's good. That's just something you're going to have to learn from. That happens in every single game. Well, you can't do that.
I'm struggling with that.
You can't. In all the games that we played, you bang and you bang and you bang, and there's give and take on both sides. And today, you cannot do that. That's a foul.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's a foul. And a lot of times you get away with some of those bumps like that too. But today, it's 100%.
Not today.
Yeah,
I don't
today
think
it's
you're going to get that today.
100%. So now we're at that part of the game now where you want to finish the half. You got 4:39 remaining. Everything's going your way, and you get some silly fouls out there that aren't doing you any good. So now you got to repivot and re-get after it. Just 3 straight fouls right there. 3 straight fouls.
Yep.
And they are. I mean, that's just the way it is.
They are fouls. But I think you said again, how do you play through that? As a team, how do you continue to make good decisions, play great defense? You got to be able to play through this adversity that you're going through here in the last 4.5 to 5 minutes of the half. We've seen it in the girls' game. The girls weren't able to fight through that adversity. I want to see if the boys are able to respond and fight through that.
And they will. This is one. Now you want your objective. You want to have a +10 at the half. That's what you're looking for, a +10 at the half. If you are Ankeny, you want to be -10.
Yep.
You want to be in that 8-7 range, something like that. That's just pure brute strength by Dane Mock right there to go get that ball. He was stronger than his opponent right there, and he drew that foul.
The desire, I'm going to get this rebound.
So right now, this is going to be one of the first games we could be at the 4-minute mark, and everybody's in the bonus. Great shot right there. You knew when he caught that, he was shooting that,
letting it go,
and he was going to make it.
Yep.
So smooth.
Great box out by Jones. Push the ball up.
I'm going to see if Fuller can get in here offensively, somewhere. He hasn't got a shot out there yet. I think it's time for him to see if he can't exert himself, get down low and see, because you're taller than that defender right there.
Great.
Nice back cut.
Great.
6-point lead right now, 3:20 to go. But now it's everything. You defend like crazy every single time.
Just like that.
Whoa. Yep. This is probably a good time to settle this thing down. Get yourself a good shot. A lot of helter-skelter going on there. Things are getting physical.
A lot of running, yes.
And why do I think there's going to be a technical foul called? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I think there's some physical play. I mean, the boys want to get down there and they want to be physical. And just like physical, this game is physical,
Right?
And it's okay to be physical in that.
Yep. Yeah, that's
a foul.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was feet got tangled up.
Yeah, feet got tangled up.
There's a lot going on down. You drive that ball in the middle. There's a lot going on down there. There's feet all over the place, arms everywhere, and you're trying to do a lot of different things. So that stuff happens. Nice, we got full court pressure now. So you got Tate Perrin, you got yourself a chance. So a lot, they're fighting back in this thing. I mean, it got to like 17 points right there. Now it's a 12-point game. Get a couple good possessions and a stop right here, and you got a chance to get into that under 10. Drive that right into his body. Make him force them to call the foul out there. If he's going to be that far out there, guarding that close. Be smart. Get back and play deep.
Yep. Yeah. No need to foul. Oh.
I mean, you're just standing there, but I mean, it's hard not to call something like that, really. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you can do that in football, right?
Yeah, you can do that in football. Out here, probably not.
Yeah, you can do that in football. Problem is right now, we've given them a lot of points at the free throw line.
Yes.
In a short period of time. So now you're looking at, I mean, this is an 87%. Carson Johnson, 87% free throw. He ain't going to miss.
You don't want him
right?
to lie.
So this is how he's getting 26 points a game, and he's right there. He's got 13, probably going to have 14 right here. He could have a 30-point night right here, no problem. God, it was just a second ago. It was 17. That's a 7-0 run right now for Ankeny. Drive that in there. That's one. Fuller's got to take that thing in there.
Take it in.
Yep. He's got to take that in there and not rely on somebody else.
Oh, how was that not over the back there?
Yeah, they're just bigger right there. We had nothing.
Yeah,
we
nothing big up.
We had a personnel issue. They're just bigger right there. Yep, plenty of time. You can get 2 for 1 right here if you want that 2 for 1, which I like. I like this right here. And that's going to be his 3rd foul right there. And he kind of went back into him on that box out. Cheap foul.
It is a cheap foul. The only thing I can see on there is that when you go up defensively, you have to give them space to land safely. And I'm assuming that's where the official made that.
He got
call.
underneath.
He did underneath him.
Yep, he got underneath him a little bit, but not that much. It didn't seem like, but it was enough. that when you have somebody that's going up for a jump shot right there, you're not it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
So that was a big basket right
It
there.
was. Yep.
So now you still got that 2-for-1, 35 seconds. So the Mustangs will get the ball back with some time, and they don't need much. Get the rebound. Maybe they call a timeout. Maybe they don't. I doubt it because they got 4 left, so they've already used the 1. $15 seconds remain on the shot clock. Oh, my goodness. Nice take by Leo right there.
very
You're
good.
just
Very
you're
good
just
take.
taking what they're given, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yep. Great take by Leo there.
Now here comes shooters for the Mustangs. So you got to do your job right here, right now on the free throw line. Anticipate a miss. Never know what's going to happen. You anticipate the miss. You're always doing that. 74% free throw shooter, so he doesn't miss many.
Yeah.
This is a good idea, getting him out of the game. He's got 3 fouls right now, so
Smart
go
decision.
ahead and take him out. Get that ball going to the basket if you can. There you go, same thing, plenty of time. There you go, persistence.
Just, we said it earlier. He's got to be a man in the paint, and he's doing exactly what needs to be done.
Yep, persistence right there. Toughness, getting to the ball and
Yep.
things like that. Absolutely great job, Cahill right there.
Yep.
Gives them that 12-point lead. So, pretty clean half, for the Mustangs. Defensively, offensively, we made shots, right? I mean,
Yeah.
good Lord, we had a lot of shots out there. We did a lot of good stuff. So, as far as Ankeny goes, man, they had shots at the beginning too. Going down low.
Go down low.
Okay. So knowing that we're up in the half right now, what is something you're going to talk about in the locker room to keep that up?
Well, we had a good half. We just got to keep the intensity up. We're playing with a lot of GG. We're playing together. Defensively, we got to communicate a little bit better on defense at times. We had a couple breakdowns, but, pleased with the way they play. But Ankeny's going to come out and pick up their intensity, so we've got to be ready for that in the second half.
Okay. What's something that's happening in the team right now that you're really
The guys' energy. I'm proud of the fact that they're playing really hard and they're moving the ball and they're playing team basketball, and hopefully we can keep that up in the second half.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Perfect, good job.
All right, thanks everyone for playing.
Hey, there we go. We're back right there. Lily with the halftime interview of Coach Rankin right there. I mean, expect to see her on ESPN, CBS. She'll be taking over for Jim Nance here before too long. So great job out of her. And I would agree. There's a lot of good things that the Mustangs did right there. The one thing that Coach was talking about was the intensity and keeping that intensity level high and making sure that you compete on every possession. So good job out of them. So
Awesome. Yep. That's good feedback. Good feedback. And good assessment of the first half of play for the Mustangs.
yeah, so let's go ahead and take us a little break here. We'll be back here in a little bit. We'll probably be back here in about 3 or 4 minutes left to go in halftime here. So we'll be back in about 8 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
on the visual too. All right, we're back. We have a special guest star right here, Neela Williamson,
Come in a little
Junior, DCG Mustangs girls. Neela, we tough game out there this afternoon, this evening here. What's kind of the mindset right now for the Mustang girls?
Yeah, that was a hard loss, but we felt like we really like competed well with them. We definitely did what we felt we needed to do. We rebounded very well. We had some great offensive set, and our defense went really well tonight. So that was definitely a plus. And now we're just looking forward and using this game as saying like we got better in this game, and now we're just ready for the next game.
Yeah, and a lot of the games that you play, no matter what, you have an opportunity to learn. There's learning and coaching moments out there and things like that. So as you kind of look at, what's coming up, you got a game on Saturday coming up and things like that. So to move this game forward and then get into that gives you a little bit more motivation in that next game, right?
Yes, for sure. We play Pella Christian Thursday at Pella Christian, so we're not gonna we're gonna like look for Pella first, or for Pella Christian, we're gonna focus on them, and then when Saturday comes, like that's a really big game. That's a 4A game, so that's just like a moment for us, like prove like we're first in rankings, like that's where we're supposed to be, and like we're gonna earn that.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly right. You earn what you get, and not everything's going to go your way every single time, right? And this is one we took a couple lumps out there, still had an opportunity. And then at the end, it just got away. They made the 2 baskets, like your dad said on the stream. They got the 2 baskets and the ones that we needed to get, and that's just sometimes the way it goes. So, what's the rest of the conference looking for you like right now?
Right now I'm almost positive we're in first right now, but for the rest of January and then the beginning of February are going to be some big conference games when we play Pella now on the 1st. So that's going to be a tough game. They're a great team, so we're looking forward to that one. And then obviously when we get back to Norwalk and Oskaloosa, like teams that challenged us, those are going to be huge wins, and we're going for the 4 straight this year.
Right. This will be the 4th straight
Yes.
conference. I'm not sure that has happened in quite some time. So every once in a while you get lucky with the kids that you have. You're definitely one of them for sure. When you go out on that court, your energy is unbelievable. And that's kind of one of your roles is like, hey, it's time to get back after it. And you want to look at, people that have heart, people that want to play the game and have a desire to play. You're right there.
Thank you.
And proof of that is the charge that was picked up against Norwalk right down here. There's probably only one person in this gym that would take that charge right there. I know it, and it's not me. I would get out of the way because that was a full head of steam.
That would hurt. That would hurt a little bit. I'll be real, but she meant no harm. I know, Bailey.
Yeah, so that's just the way it is, right? So,
Yes.
but yeah, and it is interesting you mentioned that, so you know these kids, you play against these kids in club ball and throughout the course of time. How is that had? So when you get into some of these games, how does that work out?
It's actually really fun. For girls to, like be able to play against people they play in AAU or like in the past, and I feel like it gives us like an advantage because we have girls from all different clubs and a lot of girls from attack, and we see a lot of those players, so it gives us a boost and advantage because we know how they play and like we can add on to things we know when we're scouting.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, you're welcome to stick around if you'd like to stick around. We're going to go ahead and start talking boys basketball right here. It'd be nice to get your perspective on some of the stuff that it actually has to take to make some of these plays. So as we kind of look at what do you think that the Mustangs need to continue to do to be successful in this game?
I think they've been sharing the ball like very, very well. They've been pushing it up the court very fast, and I think that's playing to their advantage. I think they're using Calix's height for an advantage because he's the tallest guy out there. And I would continue to push the ball to Jackson and Jonathan and let them have their shots because they're going to make them.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They shoot at a high percentage, don't they? So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Right now, DCG 44, Ankeny 32. It's a 12-point half lead for the Mustangs, and Ankeny will start with the ball.
So what do you think was going on in the Ankeny locker room at the half, what do you think that their coach was saying to them to kind of get them to inch their way back into the game?
Well, there's one of them right
Okay.
there. Let's go ahead and hit that
Yep.
3 right out of the gate. That's one of them. But that's how they started the game, right? I mean, they started the game that same way. So the Mustangs, they got to start pressuring that out there and start getting more out and look at the defensive pressure right there. That's awesome.
Good rebound.
There's a Jay Howard. You know that one will drop.
You're good.
I messed him up on that one right there.
Jinx
It was
that.
too open on that shot right there. So I think, one of the things I think they have to do, every game is different. Every game is run differently. This one has its own mark right here. So you can't get frustrated at a travel call. You can't get frustrated on a foul. You can't get frustrated. That's just the way it is. You have to adjust. So don't let it happen. It's been very even throughout.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not been a disparity. So it's just a matter you have to adjust. You have to adjust at the state tournament as well. Because typically at the state tournament, it's very physical.
Good shot. Good.
Man, arms everywhere out there.
Just flying.
Physical.
Yep.
Now he's going to take that one in, but he can't go in and barrel through there. He'll pick up an offensive foul.
That would put him in.
Stay down.
Oh,
Nice job. I
Nice.
tell you
Good
that
floater.
over there.
Yep. Leo
Regane. I got to put my shades back on here so I can see what's going on.
he has shown me a lot of play. Just good patience offensively. Great little floater out there. And being very physical. Again, when he's got the ball in the paint, offensive.
When you see people with that kind of physicality and that physique, you don't really put finesse in there at the same time.
Right.
So, but very, very good basketball player. He'll play at the next level somewhere.
Yeah, he's
or
he's
football or
impressed
something.
me.
I don't know what he's going to do, but whatever it is, he's going to be successful out of it for sure. So, and again, right, just like we did at the first, we're like rewind. If you go back and rewind, this is exactly what happened at the
Start of the game.
Start of the game.
Yep.
They come back, they hit a couple shots, and then bam, we take a timeout. We come back, we get a basket, and then it settles down, and we were able just to make a few more shots in that first half. So, but that's a good timeout right there. 7-point lead for the Mustangs.
Let's see if the Mustangs settle down, get back into their rhythm of moving the basketball, getting the ball down low. Again, we said very early on we want to get the ball in his hands down low and allow him to do what he does.
Yeah, trying to get that down there. It looks like a little zone now,
Yeah.
a little zone trap right
like
there.
a 3-2.
Yeah, it's just that little trapping zone right there, but
Great pass.
great identification right there. You take it into the heart of the defense. That's 4 fouls on Rio right there.
Leo now has to have a seat.
Yeah, and that's a killer for the Mustangs right there. But they're deep. They're playing, that 8 and 9 kids right now. But it's unfortunate when you take your big guns out of the game like that, especially 6 minutes left to go in the
third quarter.
Absolutely, because he won't see the rest of the third quarter now.
Push.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not shocked at this. You got one big guy with 4 fouls, another big guy with 3. There's just certain things you can't do. So I'm not surprised because these guys are used to banging. I mean, you look at these guys, they're used to physicality, and that's not what today's game is about.
I think the Mustangs have done a great job on number 11.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Someone that's had like 1 or 2 40-point games earlier in the season and he's only at 14. That's a great defensive job.
Well, at the beginning of the game there, he was on pace to score like 50. It seemed like.
Was on fire.
Yeah, definitely. Carson Johnson right there with his points, and that's a not McDivitt's, but I'll give you the McDivitt's 3-pointer sponsor there anyway. That's a Schaefer auto body charge there by Tate Perrin. Oh, Perrin almost got that steal right there. That's a carry, but you can do that. Nice job.
Nice.
He just got himself so far under the basket, he had nowhere to go. Let it go. Oh, he saved it. That's impressive.
That's a good hustle.
Speed.
Yep, good hustle.
Yo, it's good stop. Oh, what's that?
That's a fair. That's over. Yeah, that's a push.
It's just hard, isn't it, Milo, when you're in these positions and you want to get that rebound and it's just a little bit forward. There's somebody right, and it's hard not to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something that a lot of coaches want you to do. They want you to go for their offensive rebounds, but in all times you have to be smart because you don't want to pick up a silly foul.
It really ends up being the positioning prior to that shot, making sure that you're in a spot where you have space. That should be a shot right there.
Oh, you're good.
That was a good shot.
Great shot.
Good ball movement.
Great shot for Jackson.
He can shoot all day long. Here comes a block.
Nice.
Steal.
Oh, sorry. Nice. Good finish. Good finish.
Yeah, it's just like that again. A mirror image. We end up getting up on that. There it comes again.
Yes, push.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I would
There's
disagree
nothing
with that call.
Nothing you can do about that. Yeah.
That's something the Mustangs do so well is pushing the ball up the court. They're so fast to get up the court.
Really is impressive, isn't it? They do that. You can do that when you have ball handlers, right? You can do that when you got shooters. So if you got, and that's why this has turned into a guards game because it's speed.
They're so fun to watch.
Gain Mock, you get in there and play in D. That's nice. Hey, that's nice D. That's great
defense.
That's just great O.
Yeah, that was a great shot by 2-3.
Oh, yeah. That's bad.
Nolan
That's bad.
Dalton, good job.
Oh. Nice.
Good put back by Mock.
You know, that's a nice shot by Fuller right there. You know when you get those shots and they're all over, it's just off by about 1/8 of an inch, but able to get the
Good. Nice.
good finish. Just nothing he can't do right now. I mean, this is his day right here. He's only got 11 points, but it seems like he's got 30.
He's playing like he definitely has 30. He is just being physical, shooting the ball well.
That's a nice timeout right there. I like that timeout. You got something. It's nice to get that timeout. Hey, this is what's going on. We just had a very successful play right there. Great job. It's under 10 points right now. It's the first time they've been under 10 for a little bit here. Now it's a matter of defending and seeing what we can get on the offensive side and reminding your kids, you know, this is what's going on. So it's a lot of times, you know, coaches will call timeout when things aren't going well, and we got to get, so you get a different mentality, you know, when you go into that huddle. But when you, right after you make that, you get that charge, you get that, it's a different energy, isn't it?
Yes. Positive timeout. Just
Yeah. Positive timeouts. Absolutely. That's exactly right.
trying to get them to ride a wave. It's going to be, I think it's going to be hard for Ankeny to maybe come back because Mustangs don't let up a lead very easily. But they're going to need to force some turnovers on the Mustangs to get right back in this, though it's only the third quarter.
Well, that's true because you got a team that can score, so they're going to have to score a lot of points. We're going to score continually, but we have the speed. So this is a great job right here. See if you can't get something on a turnover or something like that on mistakes that the Mustangs make. I would get all over him right there. Great job. Great pass. Great finish by Fuller right there. That's how you break that's what you got to do.
So-
Attack the rim.
They break the press so well too, especially against this team.
This team has a lot of things going for it.
It's a good shot.
That's 2 threes right there, back to back. Bam, bam, bam.
Nice.
I'll tell you what,
And that's 4.
Mock Haven coming out for basketball is he's going to be a major factor in the long-term success of this team right here. And this is his first year playing ball.
Really?
Well, he wasn't on the team last year, right?
No, he didn't. I think his freshman year he might have played basketball, but and then
At the varsity level.
oh yes, first year at the varsity level.
Okay.
But he has such a physical and like athletic presence on the court that is just adding into what the Mustangs already have.
Yeah, sometimes when you have athletes,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter whether you're shooting pool, swimming, or whatever.
Yes.
You're going to be good at everything, and he just seems like one of those kids. I'll go out for golf and I'll hit it 400 yards, and I'll probably miss my 3-foot putts every time, but it's going to look good when I hit it.
Great athlete, great athlete.
146 remain, 10-point game. DCG leads Ankeny, but the basically 100% free throw shooter is at the line right now. I mean, that didn't even hit any rim. That barely even hit the net.
I don't think he's even thinking. He's on autopilot when he goes to the line.
Yeah, you need kids like that. You need people like that. You know, this is still, 90% free throw shooter on the year.
And that was on the line.
What was it called?
His foot was on the line when he
Must have line a little bit. Those are the little mental things that maybe that's happened like 10 or 15 times throughout the year, but it's just never been called.
Yep.
But those are the details, right? So now that's a calibration moment. Now you go back and recalibrate.
Great take. It's a great take.
How do you beat pressure? You jam it right down their throat sometimes. And that's how you beat pressure right there. If you can handle the ball and you can be just one half step ahead, you're always going to be in position to make something positive happen.
I feel like Mustangs, when they're under pressure, like, they don't show it. They don't get very flustered. Like, they're very, I feel like, patient on offense, and I think that's why they have so much success when it comes down to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't get that emotional in these games, right?
No, yeah.
You can't get too high. You can't get too low. You need to be that even keel. There's going to be some waves, but they can't be like giant, distractions and things like that keep you from achieving your goals. Great defense. Jones right there. Great defense. Hit that thing right there. These guys are in shoot mode, right? So it's like if I'm open, I'm shooting. They're not running offense. They're running athleticism. It's like we got a little motion here. We'll do what we want to do. We're going through. If we see something, we're taking it. All right, now we're going to set it up. There, I can feel a foul coming on here for some reason.
Wow.
So, and you could just kind of tell that the way things, we were just one little step ahead the entire time, and that drive right there caused that foul. Yeah, Jonathan Howard out there doing just another Jonathan Howard performance, really. I mean, when you get right down to it, this is what you expect. You want to talk about Mr. Consistency, Mr. Cool, Mr. Smooth. I mean, this is what it is right here. They probably call him that in the hallway, don't they?
All the time. All the time.
We've been given awards out for best hair and things like that, and last year Finley Fitzgerald got the best hair award, and
That's
I think
a good award for her.
you know, he's probably right there. You might get there
Close second.
as a senior next year, so something to work for. I would like to. Let's see if we can get something down low. It's 10 seconds on the shot clock right there. Get Fuller down there. He's got an advantage right there. See if you can't get down in there.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, wow.
Boy, he
Fell
had
for it.
plenty of time.
I think he fell for our student section.
Oh, he did.
And a foul. Got a cheap foul.
Yeah.
They fouled him?
He got a cheap foul at the last second.
And he's getting two
Getting
shots.
2 shots.
Oh, wow. Or no, 3?
That's a good question if he was shooting.
Was he shooting?
That
That's the question.
I would give that a shooting foul.
He's only going to
Uh-oh.
give two.
Gave you 2.
But I bet you if you asked him, was he shooting on that?
Yeah.
That's
It didn't look like it.
maybe he got him before the shot. Is you couldn't tell him that he got him after the shot. I don't even know why there's anybody on the line.
Are they putting time back on?
They
the clock?
would have to. There'd have to be like
Oh,
they're going to put 2 seconds. It really should probably be like
Probably 1 or
like
point
0.9.
nine. There we go. 0.2.
There we go.
That's probably pretty close to what's going on right there. That because I was watching the clock right there too. This is where the 1-and-1 will help DCG from that standpoint because otherwise they wouldn't have got the 2 shots. 5 fouls. There you go. So you got 1 point out of it. They can't.
they don't have time.
Good for Ankeny though, because those five fouls now erase.
Yep.
That's exactly
They-
right. Now
they
it's
start
back to
clean.
0.
Start to 0.
Except for number 11 and then 21, they're both at 4 fouls. So Mustang should go at them, try to draw a foul, get one of those 2 bodies out.
So Neela, you're the expert here.
Oh, gosh.
What's Ankeny got to do to get back in this ball game?
Ankeny needs to score. Ankeny needs to force our turnovers. I don't know if their press, like I feel like we're breaking their press very well. I think if they played solid half court defense and didn't risk any layups from when we break their press, that's probably going to be their best bet. Keeping it out of Jonathan and Jackson's hands, maybe not letting Calix get as many touches because he draws so much attention. But they need to force our turnovers and then they need to make their shots.
I couldn't have said it any better myself right there. I mean,
I think I'm just going to sit here and be quiet the rest of this last quarter.
yeah,
So fun.
the efficiency for Ankeny has to be extremely high. They have to shoot at a high level. They're going to have to score at least 20 points in this quarter because DCG is probably going to score at least 10, and that's just a tie, right? So they got to be very efficient. The good thing is they get Rio back in the game. He's going to have to be smart. Leo, sorry, I'm getting the 2 of them mixed up. Leo is back in the game. So he's going to have to be smart. He's going to have to be efficient. He's going to have to be, when he gets the ball down low, man, he's going to have to execute. So here you got 10-point game. The Mustangs have the ball. There's no sense in even being out there. That's nothing good going to be coming about that.
Not for him.
Not for him. The only thing you're going to get is a seat. If Calix was to take off with the dribble right there, he's going to grab it. Put yourself susceptible to.
Play.
You've got 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
There must have been a inadvertent horn.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's the thing about it is that it's not going to restart the shot clock. So they
Well, it's
gotta
a
get
35-second shot clock.
Could they give us 10 seconds?
So,
wait, something.
yeah, something's not right.
Something's
35
not right.
seconds.
Yeah, we're at 23.
So
there
the
was
shot
an error
clock should be
somewhere.
wrong. So the shot clock must not have started. So it should be a turnover for Mustangs.
Wait, why would it be why would we lose the ball?
Well, the question is it a shot clock issue because the math isn't working out with the 35 seconds? So
Got it.
the 35 seconds should have been at 25
And we've
because
exceeded
it
that.
started. Now, if it would have been right now, I wouldn't have been able to do it. This is the only time you could do it is when it's a 0-0 right there. So we'll have to see what they do. If it was me, I would say it's probably shot clock. But the thing is the kids aren't watching the clock; they're watching the shot clock.
Yeah.
So that's the deal on this, and I don't know what happened.
I don't.
But
As
I'll
an official, I don't know what the repercussions of this is. In fact, which is why I think this is why the conversation is happening.
Well, they
Because I
need to
don't
hurry
think
up and
they-
make a decision because it's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal when at the end.
I think you turn over, just like you said. I think the fair thing to do, it's a turnover. It's a shot clock violation.
Yeah.
Ball goes to Ankeny going this way. Let's reset it back to 35 and let's get this ball game going.
Yeah.
Because this timeout works in Ankeny's favor because it gets the Mustangs out of a rhythm and they can regroup.
And the shot clock is never. This is the first issue I think we've ever had with the shot clock. This second year, I think, with the shot clock. We had no problems at all, and I was expecting a lot of issues just because it's new and things like that.
Yep.
This is the first time that it's ever been a problem. We'll blame it on the 35 below wind chills outside. I've been blaming a lot of stuff on that.
I think they might be giving it to us.
Well, it kind of makes sense because if you're the Mustangs, you're looking at I mean, they're not going to start the fourth quarter.
I know. Well, they started back at 8.
I don't know of a bad time rule in basketball.
Oh, okay, great ball.
So they're going to go
That's
ahead
the right
with
decision.
shot clock. It's
That's
the right
decision.
thing. You got to
That's
watch
the right decision. Yep. And I'll say kudos to the officials for coming together, having the conversation, and making the decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's the right call.
Right, Bruce.
Well, I'm watching the shot. What do you watch?
Oh, I watch the shot clock.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
also like from our teammates yelling at us. They watch the shot clock.
Right. That's I think the problem. Luckily, right now it's a 10-point game. That something like that didn't happen if it was a 2-point game and we've only got a few seconds left.
Yes.
That would have been a problem.
I think that's the right call for the officials to make. They're going to go and have a conversation. I bet 100 to 1 we're going to get an email from the association, in the next day or two. I highly doubt that this has been seen before.
You got to call that. You got to call everything else.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Spark everything up. So out of all that, a nothing burger.
Good idea.
Yep. Jump ball.
And so the intensity has to pick up for Ankeny, and it is, right?
Yep.
They need possessions. They can't give up any more points until they catch up. So that's why they're collapsing on everything. Everything is with a purpose for Ankeny. Mustangs have to match that right now.
That's the turnover that they needed right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now they need a bucket.
Know who your three-point shooters are. Jay Howard out on them. There, now you get to sit down. And that's exactly what we were talking about out here when he was out there.
And they teched him.
See, I told you
They teched
that
him.
there was going to be a technical.
Yep.
So we said that this just seems like a game that there's going to be a technical foul in.
Yeah. What? And it was a foul.
Well,
I'm not
it
understanding
was.
why he's upset. It was a foul.
It probably wasn't that one. It was from a collective fouls that I gave in the game. I didn't even get a good one in.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even get a good foul in.
Did they tech him because of how the foul went down? Or
He said something.
Oh, okay.
I think he was saying something as he walked off. He pulled his shirt out.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
He said
And I'm
something.
assuming that there was just some talking. And again, some frustration.
Frustrating for sure.
It's a game that really, with the amount of time that you have with the amount of time you have left on the clock, you're still in the game.
Right.
And to get that fifth foul and have to sit out.
Well, he never even
that's-
got to play in this game.
Right.
Because
he sat early. Yeah,
he sat
early.
the entire third quarter or second quarter, and things like that. It's unfortunate because you want your players to dictate what's going on. And I think the big guys, you got to give the big guys some flexibility.
Yep. Let them play. Let them be physical. So
I think got a little block on that one right there. Which I guess you can go the other way and say you got to be pretty proud of Calix right now. He had 3 fouls out there. He's weathered this storm pretty well, and things like that. So now he can get out there and he can eat all day long now.
Shoot that. Bam.
Tell you, that's
that one.
That's that McDivitt 3-point shot right there, and he does a lot of the distribution, right? I mean, that's what that's what he gets paid to do, right? So
I think Tate is shooting more than he did all last season. I think he's just more confident on the floor. And it's so fun to watch. Us being in the same grade, it's so much fun to watch.
It is, right? I mean, you grew up with him for the last, I don't know, however long you guys have been going to school here, going through the same thing, same class, and you can see somebody be successful. That's really, you're proud of him, right?
So much fun. Oh, there you go. Pop that. Good shot, good shot.
See, you can't do that. And you know that. You can't be within a foot of anybody. And he's got to know that. He should know that because his counterpart's sitting on the bench. And he probably won't make it through the game. He's going to have a seat right now.
Yeah. Seat at 4 fouls.
Which is fine, but he has to know that you can't be anywhere near these guys. That's where having Dane on the bench, you don't lose any physicality. You don't lose any rebounding. You lose a little bit of offense, but you
lose a little bit of height.
Yeah, but he's going to make out of that with the physicality and things like that. He's going to be all over it.
Yep. Let's set your offense.
Good choice. Just bring it out.
Yep. Recognize what's
so the defensive intensity right now is serious.
Good idea.
For Ankeny, right?
Oh, that's a travel. Sorry. One thing that the girls and the guys team do very well for Ankeny, they pressure outside the 3-point line like crazy. Like I think like that's something that the girls found at least in the first half to be a struggle. We just weren't like ready for it, and like the boys are very, very good at that too. So
yeah, the boys, they get that all the time. They deliver a lot of that, right? They pressure a lot, so you got to be willing to take that pressure too. Our girls team, your team, you guys pressure a lot as well. Today, you got a taste of your own medicine right there, and it doesn't taste so well. So, but that's the learning opportunities. You need that, and that's just the way it goes from there. So we're going to talk about Charter Bank. Charter Bank staff is made up of your family, your friends, and your neighbors. That means they support you during your success and any challenges that you may face, and they're there to help. Chart your success with Charter Bank. Midwest Heritage, another bank, Ryan, that is doing our sponsors for this game. Is proud to support DCG and the Grimes community just as players navigate the twists and turns on the court. Allow Midwest Heritage to help you with your financial game plan and their banking, investments, and insurance services. Visit them at their Grimes location or at MidwestHeritage.com.
good choice. Oh, that is a huge bucket.
That is
McDivitt
Yeah, that's a McDivitt 3-pointer. There you go. You're at the UK. I'm just looking there. I'm like, man, he's falling out of bounds over there in the back.
Huge shot.
Straight up.
Yep, good, smart play.
And not a lot of fouls really by Ankeny, which is good. I mean, you get that pressure, you get everything. But man, and you start moving around. Oh, that looked like. I was gonna say that looked like jump ball right there.
Great. That was a good call. It was a good call. Good jump ball call.
The athleticism of these kids is just unbelievable, and that goes the same for the girls too. I mean, it is the athletes that we're seeing on the basketball court today versus 10 years ago, 10, 12, 14, when we were playing back in our day.
Long time ago.
Jeez, not even close. No offensive foul.
Yes.
Be careful there. That's a nice job right there. He has matured so much as a basketball player over the last year.
It is.
He would have barreled some. Well, he did barrel somebody kind of over at the beginning. They did the big boys down there bodying up and things like that.
Yep.
Got the offensive charge, but yeah, he's really matured as a basketball player. Whoever gets him at the next level is getting a heck of a player.
And I'm excited where he commits to. I'm excited for that announcement.
Do you have any dish for us?
Hmm?
Any dish? Where is he going to go? Whatever.
No idea. I'm also excited to see if Jonathan decides to play. I know he's kind of doesn't know yet.
He'll play. Jonathan will play somewhere.
I know. I'm excited to see where both of them commit. And Jaden Jones, if he decides to play.
Ooh, man, there's the brother right there.
Rio.
He is.
Well, these kids can play, man.
Rio has shot the ball really well today.
And he's got as many points on the season entering the game as Jackson Green.
Okay.
Check that out. Let that be. Now, again, they've got a couple more games than what DCG has.
Yeah.
But still, it's not like he can't score a rock.
Is that 3 or 4 3-pointers that he has hit on the night?
Timeout.
Timeout.
14-point game. So, I mean, there's still some ball to play here. Mustangs are going to have to be efficient in what they're doing. You can't just sit around and take 35 seconds of clock off. The more you run offense, the more opportunity for something bad to happen, like an illegal screen or a turnover of some sort, dribble it off your leg or get double teamed and turn it over on a jump ball, which possession arrow is to Ankeny right now. So a 14-point game, 3 minutes, 13 seconds right now remain in the game.
DCG just needs to continue to come out and play their game. Don't get into a rush, and force any type of bad shots or force any bad takes to the basket. Get out there, be patient, take your time, but continue to play to win.
Right.
At this level, even with a 14-point lead with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go, you still want to play to win. You can't play not to lose,
right?
Because it just changes the dynamic of your game. So,
well, it's time and score. You got to be smart with what you're doing.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you got to be aggressive. You want to win this last 3 minutes of the game.
That's a foul.
Must have got some body there, obviously. So
I know. I thought it was a block.
Yeah, he got all ball. I know he got all ball.
I think his left hand, wherever his left hand was, I think is where the call is going to be.
And you kind of knew that he wasn't going to make it through the game. I mean, it's just this is just not a game for big kids,
big men.
Yes, the big guys. This is not your game today. Next game might be fantastic, but this was probably not set up for success for the big guys.
But what that tells me about him is that he still has so much room to grow in his game.
Yeah,
Because when he gets to the next level, those coaches are going to continue to build him and continue to make him such a better basketball player. I look forward to hearing where he's going to play and seeing him at the next level.
What did the ref just say?
I think he's like, don't move, because it's that
wasn't
ball. So
made.
you don't have the you can't run the baseline.
Yep.
So it's dead ball.
Yep.
Okay.
But I would like to hear what Jonathan has to say about what he said. So,
Yeah.
so you figure that out and then report back to
I'll-
your
Let
dad.
us
your
know.
dad will
I'll
report.
try to get it. The newly Simpson commit, Jackson.
Yeah.
Congrats to him.
Boy, did they get a player right there, right?
Hopefully he gets time to play with Bo, who's there right now. I'm sure they'll have a great two shooters getting to play together.
Well, I mean, you start getting talent like that, you got the chance to be successful. Now you need a few more, obviously.
Good hustle. Nice.
Nice.
See, sometimes that's just the way the egg rolls, right? You know, it's like it's a very oddball type thing, but sometimes it just goes your way. You know, this could end up being a 20-point game, but it's really not that. This was a close game the whole time.
Yeah. The score is not indicative of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice that you get the chance to practice like something like this right here, right, Neela? When you get that heavy pressure, you always need, you always got to have practice for this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are or whatever. You can't really simulate this in practice. You can't simulate the pressure, the intensity, the crowd, and the environment.
Sure. I don't want to speak too soon, but if the Mustangs do pull out a win, it's kind of huge for them after the tough loss against Johnson, a great Johnson team, where they definitely could have won. Johnson just hit some big shots in the fourth quarter, but this is a huge statement game for the Mustangs, saying that like when it comes to postseason, they have to play against these 5A schools. Like they're ready to play, and they're gonna play with them.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I agree 100%. I'm glad you mentioned that because Mustangs have 2 losses, both of them one-possession games, right? So they're in everything right there. Ankeny, similar. They got a couple losses. One of them is, a 5-point game. And see, there's another one.
Where I question that is that was he making a decision? If
No.
we get frustrated, if he's frustrated with himself and his play, I'm not quite sure how the official calls the technical violation.
Yeah,
on that. Now, if he says something directly to the official, okay, I can 100% understand that. But if I'm frustrated with my play,
I'm not. Yeah, it's his deal. I mean, it's not. He had nothing to do with it. And you start looking at the type of kid that you got. I'll guarantee you, that's the first technical foul he's ever got in his life.
Ever.
And he'll never have another one. So.
I don't know. That's something that needs to be talked about.
Well, you just got to know, right? Well, it's just you just got to know what the game is, what's going on, and the intensity level of the game, right? Because I'm sure that even everybody's probably a little bit frustrated, and so when you get that, this is what you get. So you got a minute and 50 that you got to plow through, and it's still a game. I mean, it's a 10-point game right now. You get a steal here and a 3, and it's go time.
Different ball game.
Nice job. I love the fake pass. That gets everybody off.
Such a what's the word? A positive about Jonathan. Like he definitely uses the pump fake to his
This is
advantage.
time and score right here. You take as much. There's your shot. Now you got to start looking for your shot. Yeah, keep that ball in the hands of your shooters all the time, right? Let them do their thing.
Especially with 5 fouls. You know, get that ball in there where you can get them to the charity
You know
stripe.
you're going to get your two shots.
Good defense.
Yeah.
Great defense.
So fluid. Did they dribble?
No, nope. I don't think there was a dribble in the whole thing. That's
Never
perfect
touched the
right
floor.
there.
Never touched the floor.
Like textbook offense.
So here's the big question. Are you going to have Neela go out and start the car for you?
I have my own car to
She's got her
start.
own car.
Oh. Are you going to give your keys to Neela and have her start?
Have her started on the way out.
I'd give him a technical foul. I'm kidding.
Oh, that was not nice.
I'm
They call him on that again?
Called him on that again.
Well, obviously it's something that they need to address, right? Because he's not going to call it if it's not happening. We got 50 seconds here that we need to plow through, and it's going to take us about an hour at this
to
rate.
get through that. It'll be 11 o'clock, and we'll still be at 11 seconds in the end of this game.
But, you know, overall, I think that the game has been a very fun game to watch, other than the last probably 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you know, up and down. There were times in this game where there was a lot of good flow both directions. And it was, obviously every win's a good win, no matter what. But some wins are just better than others.
Great win.
And, you know, this is we've played twice now. This is our second game against Ankeny. Ankeny won the first one, whenever that was. It was a long time ago, I think.
Last year, yeah.
That last year?
Oh, yeah.
It was a long time ago. So we played them last year. Yeah, they played last year. They beat us at Ankeny 63-58. So now we're 50-50, right? And there you go. Can he do it? Nope.
Oh, he's right there.
He wanted to.
His hands are too small. That's just great job right there.
And good decision.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need any more.
Nope.
No foul. Oh, he's going to be over and back. That's the right call.
That is the right call.
I think if you were to go back and look at it, I wonder if he actually got that foot over, but it looked ugly, and they're able to get some subs in.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
The game.
That's a good job right there. Hey, that's going to be your final, 84-68. Neela Williamson on the mic right there.
Thank you so much for letting me come up here. It was so much fun.
So this will be something that you and your dad can cherish forever and watch it every Christmas and
So
the things
fun.
that you're able to do. So great games, 2 great games right there.
Yeah.
You know, fun to watch and things like that. So in this boys game, the DCG was just better on a few possessions. A lot of good things to happen for Ankeny in the future here. These are two teams right here that could both be in the state tournament for sure.
Well, and Ankeny really has nothing to hang their hats about. I mean, they shot the ball. They came out and went on an 8-2 run at the beginning of the game. DCG clawed their way back into the game, and just got a few more shots to fall than Ankeny did. But they played great defense. They played very good defense. You get Leo to stay in the game and stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, totally different game.
Totally different ball game. So,
Right
I think they're going to go back to the lab. They're going to learn from this, and they're going to get better.
Right on. We're going to go down to our sideline reporter here and get a little information from Coach Rankin.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the team's energy tonight? Do you think it was consistent, or do you think there was like peaks and valleys?
We had a very much a will to win, and that's what trying to get the kids to play with that fire, to be coaches on the floor, and today, I think they made some runs, but our guys really did some nice things, and we have some things we need to learn about, because if it was a closer game, we would have been in trouble, because we made some mistakes that we can't make. But a lot of that's on me, because I need to do better with situations and things like that. But I'm really happy to score 84 points. A lot of guys did some great things, and Dane Mock is just getting better and better, and he's given us energy. And I thought Tate Parent really played well against one of the best guards in the state, and all the guys I think really wanted this win, so I'm happy for them.
Did any play specifically stick out to you, and if so, which one?
Oh, well, I tell you what, when they start making runs, we got stops. I thought Brogan and Kalix came up with some big blocks and big plays, and our communication was better on defense, and you could kind of see we were better connected. And we struggled a little early, but we settled down, and I thought we played a pretty nice game. So,
thank you so
thank
much.
You guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Sweet. Good job.
All right, well, want to make sure that we thank all of the friends and family from the Ankeny Hawks as well as the DCG Mustangs for hanging out with the live stream. We had a final score, DCG Mustangs 84 to the Ankeny Hawks at 68. Thank Mike and the Bynum family and his crew for taking care of us up here on the live stream. We've got Pat. I know that we are being watched by Brad, Mr. Bailiff, out in North Dakota, South Dakota, whatever one of those ice cold states that you are in, that you are snowed in right now. Definitely miss you on the stream, buddy. Make sure that you can get back down here whenever you can, or whenever they plow us out. So again, thanks for hanging out with us. Neela, thank you for coming out. I think you have a future here in broadcasting. You definitely did a great job, understood the game well, and able to speak very intelligently into the play that was on the field, or on the court, excuse me. So Pat's going to check back in with us and probably close us out.
Hey, there we go. Nice job out of you. Nice job out of you. We just kind of go through, and every day you get an opportunity to play, and I think you cherish the days that you get to play ball, right? It doesn't matter, the win, lose, or draw, or whatever it is, but if you're playing ball, it doesn't matter if it's football, basketball, softball, it's a good day, right, Neela?
Yes.
So absolutely. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and close this out. We will be back here on Saturday for the girls game. You're away on Friday, right?
Away on Thursday.
Thursday. All right, you're away. So we'll be back here for the girls only game at 2:30.
Against a tough Sioux City Healing game.
Yeah.
Bishop Healing.
Bishop Healing, excuse me.
You think that today's game was tough? You better be ready to roll on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So that's going to be. I mean, they're a top 5 team. We're a top 5 team. They're coming here to win. If you're number one, everybody wants to beat you.
Everybody's gunning for you.
Hey, that's it right there. We will be back